scariest game in forever! Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear subjects players to a series of inventive terrors that put most jumpscare fests to shame. Layers of Fear's environmental changes provide unique alternatives to the jumpscares common in other games of the genre.
Well, damn. A scary horror game without typical jump scares. Let's check it out.
Layers of Fear. Inspired by the ever so beloved yet totally disrespected and burned to the ground PT, is a psychological indie horror game that involves a crazy artist walking around his house and very gradually losing his mind. Yeah, inspired by PT. More like inspired by the melty painting scene from Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Seriously, that happens so much in this game. Melty paintings. Melting. Melting! It's not scary anymore, stop it! So Layers of Fear starts out with you walking around alone in a house full of creepy, weird paintings. I like that one. Here's the noise that I think goes with it. Actually, fun fact, most of the paintings you see here aren't originally from this game. Most of them are classic art pieces from various periods of history, specifically the Renaissance. This one, for instance, is the portrait of Antonietta Gonzalez by Lavinia Fontana. Cute. At the beginning of the game, you learn that your main character is an artist, and from reading various letters and notes scattered around the house, you also discover he has both a loving wife and a child. Although the wife and child don't seem to be anywhere around at the moment. I sure hope I didn't accidentally kill them last time I was drinking, and painting pictures of large bearded babies. Making your way through the house, you eventually come across the artist's studio, where you find an unfinished painting in the middle of the room. The goal of the game is to finish this painting. To do so, you'll spend your time walking around the house collecting items that you need. Like a bloody finger, or a slice of skin. Typical instruments one would use for the arts and crafts.
A finger. I needed a finger.
In my butt! Sorry. And as you explore, you'll of course slowly start to go insane. And then scary psychological horror happens. I mean jump scares.
Ah! That was me, I just got scared.
To be fair, while the game is a total jump scare fest, and I do think for how unique people have been saying it is, it's overrated, the jump scares in this game are still all pretty cool. They're very lively and interesting, and almost always visually entertaining when they happen. It's awesome to see all the things that move and change in this game, and a lot of effort was certainly put into making it look so good. There are parts where colorful objects float around through the air, parts where paintings on the wall morph and transform. In one of my favorite parts, you play this phonograph and the entire room around you starts melting into a droopy mass of gooey blackness. That part was yum. But while there is a lot of entertaining stuff going on, that's also one of the biggest problems with the game. Most of the time, the scares in Layers of Fear never really scared me. And I feel like that's because there's way too much going on to ever allow time for the scares to have depth or build-up. Cat Icarus called Layers of Fear a harmless haunted house simulator, and I think that's an excellent way to describe it. The scares, while visually impressive, are all pretty familiar and generic. Like, I've seen all this stuff before. In other games. I mean, what? We've got spooky faces popping up in front of the camera. We've got spooky doors that close all by themselves. Ooh. We've got spooky dolls, spooky babies, spooky flying furniture. Oh, and there's even a spooky ghost. Just like the spooky ghost in PT. In fact, it's literally a complete copy-paste ripoff of the ghost from PT. What makes matters worse is you can't even die in this game. I think that's one of the reasons it never ends up feeling very scary. I guess that wouldn't matter so much if it had a memorable story. I mean, the indie game Ebe wasn't very scary, but it had a memorable story, and also an imaginative atmosphere that made me fall in love with it. But unfortunately, spoiler alert if you haven't played Layers of Fear, The story never goes anywhere. All the way to the end, the story remains mostly vague and unexplained, which I actually usually like in games. But the problem with Layers of Fear is there's not much of interest to suck me in to begin with. What happened? You're a crazy man who possibly killed his wife. Haven't seen that before. Hi, PT.
Why does everything resemble PT? Even the Resident Evil 7 demo resembles PT.
Oh, mannequins, Resident Evil. Mannequins that move when you're not looking at them. Nice attempt at being Silent Hill. Whatever, I guess I'm just being a hipster asshole. But man, for an artsy horror game all about art, Layers of Fear feels ordinary. PT didn't feel ordinary. It felt unique. And where Layers of Fear is $20, PT was free. Back when you could actually download it. With all that said though, it does have its moments. Best part of the game? This room.
I thought that part was cool. Oh, also the game has puzzles in it. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna jiggle.
Hey, before I leave, I wanted to thank my friend Satch from Satchbags Goods on YouTube for introducing me to charitywater.org. Satch made mention of this website in several of his videos, and I just kinda wanted to help spread the word myself. Charitywater.org is an extremely simple, easy, and trustworthy way to help people get access to clean, safe water all over the world. Check it out if you're interested. I got nothing else to say.